This Monday to Friday. If you are not familiar with my channel, so we are on this live Daily Forex Analysis, and just say hello if who is in here. I have 3 people already watching, so come and say hello. Don't be shy. So in today's video, I got the pre-selected my 3 currency pairs, which I normally do. So I got US dollar Canada, New Zealand dollar against USD, and followed by Euro against British pound. So there's some potential opportunities which I spotted them earlier. And also, if you follow my channel, I had yesterday on the US dollar against Japanese yen, which actually I took a trade today. So depending if you follow me, you probably know what I'm talking about was the swing trading potential. So if it's gonna work out or not, just the question. So we're probably gonna find out in the next day or two, maybe today, depending what's gonna happen. What we have, so these 3 currency analysis. So I do have my assistants helping me today, just in case too many questions I can handle them, and I do have my lovely assistants, Forex assistants. She will help me out, make sure that I get all of your questions and inquiries. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe. I upload videos every single day, so anything about related trading, the analysis, the daily analysis, weekly analysis, as well as I do this live daily forex analysis Monday to Friday, 8 AM UK time, which lasts 1.5 hours. However, if I don't see any inquiries, then I'll be signing out early. But we do have 1.5 hours. So I'm going to be jumping in and start analyzing, start from the Usdcad, if there are any potential opportunities on that one. Looks like it's pausing on. Yeah, so if you do have any questions, just let me know in the chat box, or if you have any inquiries related to any currency you want me to analyze, just let me know in the chat box on your right, and then I will be addressing them soon after that. So notes. Your Zoom is not receiving enough video to maintain some string. So what is that? We do have. Okay, let's jump into the USD CAD. Let's jump into the USD CAD. So I'm looking at the New Zealand. Let's start with USD CAD. So if you're not familiar with my analysis, I normally start with the higher time frames and drill down to the shorter time frames. This is generally day trade analysis, but I do include the semi-swing, swing trading analysis, depending what's going on the markets. So this one is depends. So I start from, as the day trade goes, I start from a daily time frame and drill down to the 4-hourly, 1-hourly time frame, and analyze all of that, just to get the bigger picture on that. So it's important to have a look at the higher time frames and then drill down to the short time frame, which is called the multiple time frame analysis. I know a lot of traders, especially new traders, they look for the 1 time frame, 1-hour charts or 15-minute charts, but they ignore the higher time frame, which is a mistake. And yeah, we need to. So okay. Let's jump into straight away to the analysis in here. I did analyze this currency yesterday. I call it a long trade, and now I'm going to go through this when I go to the short time frames, what happens in here. So this is the daily time frame of the USD CAD. So we can see that the price, when it came down to, down to this level, it took out this spike low down here, and then we're having this nice move towards upside. And if you go to the shorter time frames, let's go to, oops, no, weekly time frame, 4-hour time frame. If you go to 4-hour time frame, I think I did call it long yesterday. However, well, the place I called long, I think was down to, I think it was 140.20 if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we see that the price went further down, so it has a bigger retracement than I was expecting, and it came down to this level where we have, I think, some kind of support on this level. There's not much going on. Let's have a look. Okay, we do have down to this on the 4-hour time from this support, but I was thinking that the price will retrace down to this level, maybe potentially taking on this low, but we can see that the price went further down, and I don't know if some of you take a trade, they probably will get stopped out unless you keep it wide the stop. But then we've seen that the price pretty much joined our original analysis and went higher, which is annoying when it does that, but the price likes to make it harder for us as traders. So for now, my view is still the same towards upside. And what was the target was? I was looking for the target. I think daily time frame. Let's look at the daily time frame. Yeah, target was up to this 140. Can't remember exactly, but probably was 141.40, so roughly about this level. So now the price came up to this resistance level up here, and now it's having a reaction. So that would be good potential to potentially go long again. So let's have a look at the 1-hourly time frame. See what we have in 1-hourly time frame. Okay, so the price is making its way down as it did yesterday. Okay, let's have a look. So I'll do see, so 140.40, maybe a bit further down. 140.35, more like 140.35 on this case. 140.35, I don't want to position my stop losses down to this way. So if you go to around 140.35 in this one, maybe 140.30 is fine. So around down to this level, this area down here. That would be a good potential. So price needs to push another 20 pips down, 20-25 pips further down. Then we can use it as an entry. But before, actually, let me have a look at the sneak peek of the 4-hourly time frame, see what we have. Yeah, it comes back to this. Yeah, it's pretty good. So 4-hourly time frame down to this level, so that's pretty good. So about 140.30 will be our initial entry. And as of the stop loss goes, so 140.30, I definitely want to position my stop loss somewhere down to. So we would be looking about 35 pips stop loss on this one. I don't want to put my stop loss down to this level, so below this spike. This spike all down here, so just in case if we are wrong, then it's fine, but we don't want it with the price. If you position our stop losses, let's say somewhere here, the price will come down, pick up the stop loss, and then continue towards upside. So we don't want that. So we're looking at 35 pips stop loss, and the targets, so it was 140.30, and the target was, if you go to the daily time frame, 140.30, 140, 140, 35, so roughly about 100 pips gain on that one. So that works out about a semi swing trade, again not really day trades, it's a bit too far, the target is a bit too far for day trades, but it's like a semi swing trade, so that's justifiable enough. So 100 pips, we're looking at 35 pips stop loss, so 105 pips actually. So with the 30 or 35 pips stop loss, we are good for the 1 to 3 risk reward on that one, which is pretty decent risk reward. So that will be it on that one. So I don't see any other. Yeah, as of 1 hour time frame, we see that the price kind of stalled in this area. We do have this support level in here, so maybe the price doesn't want to go down this way. But if it continues to shoot up, then I might as well, because the range of this one, we can't really give such a long stop loss down to down to this way. But because it's forming now, it has a nice down reaction on 1 hour time frame. Now it's kind of stalling, so it's a lot of indecision candles going on in here. So maybe the price will stall in here before it starts shooting up. But if it does that, then we're gonna call it that we missed that trade. Okay, so let's go to, oh, the video is stalling for some reason. Okay, so we're just having a problem with the video. Yeah, it's doing some problem with this one. YouTube is not receiving enough data. I think the internet is pretty fine. I don't want. It's freezing, right? Yeah, so it could be internet. I don't know why, but it's generally should be coming in fine. Yeah, I do have a problem here, but okay, let's still continue. I do have it's coming in here. Helsa-ish, British pounds against Swiss franc. Yeah, I will have a look at British pounds against Swiss franc. Sarang is saying yeah. Okay, doesn't matter for with the video. Okay, so that's the answer to the video. Yeah, I don't know why it's having it does have a bit of a problem. It's kind of freezing and then starting again, freezing and starting again. The internet is fine. It might be my computer is being a bit funny. It's still freezing, so.
Yeah, I can't even see such messages.
Okay, let me. Does all of you guys having a problem with the video for the receiving? If you just pop it in the chat, I will try to. I see myself really clear. Generally, I do have this error message, but generally this coming in pretty clear. I have it fine here on my phone as well. It's coming in clear.
It's coming clear, but it's the voice, the audio is not consistent.
Okay. Yeah, should we disconnect and reconnect? I'm not sure. I might mess it up again. Okay, let me write this one first. A bit of glitch. Okay, so it's glitching a bit. Thank you, Saish. Yeah, damn it. It might be internet a bit slow, but then earlier was fine. Sometimes it does that. So Usdcad. Let me just write this Usdcad levels in here. So the type was by entries at which one was the entry 140.30 stop loss was 35 or 30 pips. It was 35. Can get rid of 30, so 30 or 35 pips. 30 or 35 pips. 35 pips. Target would be at 141. 141.30. Let me go just to make sure I got it right. 141.40. 141.40. 141.40. So that's the Usdcad. Yeah, sorry about the problems with the video. So I don't know what's the reason. It might be the internet is just messing around. Yeah, it might be the internet is just messing around. It was a bit playing out earlier. We had a problem, so we lost the internet for about half an hour to an hour, then came back. Like could be the reason why it's messing up the video for the live stream, because generally it does take a lot of juice. It requires a lot of juice from the for the live stream. So hopefully we'll come back soon. So okay, we did the Usdcad. Should we jump? The site was asking British pounds against Swiss franc. Swiss franc is very highly requested. Okay, let's analyze British pounds against Swiss franc. GBP, CHF. See what we have on British pounds. Okay, on a daily time frame. Okay, it's pushing lower. Okay, I do like this daily candle in here. It's nice. Yesterday's daily candle looking very strong, bearish, and looks like it has broken that low as well. Let's see, close up. Oh, it has not. No, it has not. No, it has not broken. It got pretty close to that tail. It got pretty close, but it has not broken the this low down here. However, I do like how this this bearish candle looks like. It looks really strong. So the potential of that breaking is high, just based on the candle. And let me just draw down to short time frame and see what it looks like. Yeah, the way it looks like it wants to go down. So let's analyze the 4-hourly time frame, see what we do. What we have on 4-hourly time frame. Yeah, it does look pretty good on the 4-hourly time frame. Okay, so the price pushed up. It has tested this lows down here, so that will be the potential resistance zone, and it's trying to break it, but it's kind of failing on that one to break that level. Maybe price wants to push a little bit higher and take up this spike low. We do have this spike high in here. Maybe that's what the price is trying to do. So far, this one looks like this one looks like a retracement, the pullback upside before potentially continues towards the downside. This is the way it looks. So it does look like pretty good for the short side play. Okay, that's a little bit too quick. On a 1-hourly time frame, however, I do not like on a 1-hourly time frame. But as of the daily and 4-hour time frame goes, it's looking pretty good towards a short side. The only thing is in here, it remains like this, and it's kind of curved. Now it's coming up like this. When the price does that, it generally means that it's reversing. Maybe it's a trend reversal, but because of 4-hourly and daily time frame, it's looking pretty strong towards the downside. We're going to disregard that 1-hourly time frame because it's only short time frame compared to 4 and daily time frames. So in this case, just the question of where the price is heading at the moment. Let me see, maybe. Okay, so let's go 4-hourly again. So it does look pretty good on the retracement side, just retracing. I'm trying to anticipate now where the prices potentially would be heading and where the price might stop. So we do have this resistance levels up here where the price is kind of stalled at the moment, and we're gonna see what it's gonna do. Probably give it a bit extra that safety just in case the price will maybe continue towards upside, because we do have some resistance areas in. Yeah, so we have this one and further up, and if it goes that far, then I'm going to. So in this case, let's have a look. So 1-hourly time frame. Let's wait for the potentially for the candle to come down either this hour or the next hour, depending on let's say I do want to see the price coming down on the 1 hourly time frames and close somewhere down here. So because we have this 1 hourly candle, this strong bullish candle, I do want to see the price so coming down and taking out this this spike low of this last hour candle. So somewhere down here will be fine if the price comes down at 118.88 roughly at that zone and close nicely. Then we would be looking for some sort of a little retracement on that one, depending how long this can take. So ideally we'll do it either, ideally we'll do it in this hour, so if it comes down like this one, that will be perfect, or the next hour will be fine, but I don't want to see a strong bearish candle coming down in on this side, so somewhere down to this somewhere down to this level, and then retracement to the upside, so if it comes down about 88. So we might be looking about 15 pip retracement up to this level, potentially for this 1 hourly high. So we can look for that 15 pip retracement up to this level. So if you get into about 119, well, 119.02 for this stop losses, 20, so that will be 20. This one is about 25 pip stop loss, 25 pip stop loss. But for the potential, this would be so if the price breaks that daily low, it's probably going to take off. So if the price breaks this low in the next coming days, we're going to see tomorrow or after tomorrow, because it has not really broken this low down here. It just got pretty much at the same level. And we do have actually this spike down. That's almost in the same level. So I think that if the price breaks this low, and then probably going to continue to fall at least down to this one, at least down to this level at 11700, so down to this level. So it's quite a big this is more like a semi-swing to the swing trade on this particular occasion. I'll definitely target these lows down here as a daily time frame, so 11700. So we do have roughly about 200 pips to play with, which is pretty good, and with about 35 pips stop loss, that is very good risk reward. And we're going to have a look at the news later on, if I don't forget it, but I do have my assistant to remind me that. I think it was something about British pounds, I can't remember, but there was some news on British pounds. So yeah, as I said, if the price breaks this level, there's a good chance that the price will continue to fall, potentially down to these lows down here. So I did mention that. Let's write in here. Was it British pounds, GBP, CHF? But yeah, keep in mind that the price has to do. I do want to see that close. Ideally this hour, but it doesn't do this hour, then it can do a next hour. But longer it's gonna take, then the more uncertain it will become, because if it's gonna take too long to come down, maybe the price will shoot higher. So ideally this hour, or potentially next hour for the candle, for the bearish candle to close. Okay, it will be tight on sell on this. Sell and just write these levels down here will be easier, just in case if it means okay, it does freeze up this. Yeah, it does freeze up in here as well, even on my screen. And so I do think it's gonna be a bit annoying to look at the live stream now, because yeah, I hate when the video does freezes up and then you don't get the audio coming up chunks as well. So it must be a bit annoying for you. So I do apologize for that one. It's happening. So blaming my internet. Okay, sell side, the entries. I try to do best as I can with this internet connection, but it does having a problem today. So the entry was at 119. It was 02. So 02 is stop loss at 30, 35. Let's give it about 35. That gives extra safety. And for the targets, yeah, target would be was it 170, about 11700, but we don't position. I see 117.05 because it's a rundown, so we don't want to position that exactly on that level. It's too many traders gonna probably gonna take that target. So let's see. So, okay, so this is the one, and let's jump into the New Zealand dollar against USD. The New Zealand dollar against USD. So let's go to New Zealand dollar against USD. Okay, sometimes it's coming up good and then it freezes and it's coming. Okay, and the USD. So New Zealand dollar had a nice moves today due to the news where out on the New Zealand side we had the news today which did affected the New Zealand. Let me go to the Forex Factory. I'm gonna have that. later on. Okay, so Nzdusd, I do see potential swing on this one. However, not until this today's candle is closed. So that will be more of the tomorrow. So let's see if we got any potential for the day trade opportunities. But to see swing potential on this one. But first of all, this we're gonna wait for this candle to close, and depending how it's gonna close, then we would be potentially taking a trade. But I'm looking for a short side play on this one, depending how this candle is gonna close. Okay, so for now, this one just looking towards the downside, even for the day trade. So this is a 4-hour time frame. The price is retracing, so the price came up and tested this resistance zone up here. I do think that the price might push a little bit higher. Maybe, so we tested this one, try to take out, but he's not. Where did it go? Okay. Yeah, price did try to take out. They did take out 633. No, it's not taken. It looks like its margin have taken out the spike high in here, but we do have also this spike high in here, so it might be have a bit more to it. It might push a little bit higher potentially. But look at this one, looks like a very strong resistance. So much price action. 60 around 60.55 zone. That one looks like a very good potential resistance zone. Just the question of if the price can come up today. It's about 30 pips away, so this is a very strong resistance zone. So we have so much price action going on in here. It's also very close to this area as well as low price action. So that could be potential where the price might want to gravitate at some point, maybe today. Then that will be a potential for the short side. If it does it today, then I will take a short trade, but my target's going to be down to the lows. So if the price comes up at these levels of 60.55, my target's going to be down to the prior day lows, which is around 60.05 zone. So about 50 pips, 50 pips gain on that one. And for this, let's have a look at the 1 hour time frame. See what we have on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so we're looking for around 160.55. So if you take it at 60.55, then we would be. Okay, this one is a bit close. 25 to 30 pips, but we can't really run it. Okay, the target price doesn't really working out on this case, but that's the potential I do see in here. However, for the target wise, it doesn't look very good. So we're looking for 25 pips. Potentially, ideally, would give it a 30 pip stop loss. But then we are looking for the 50 pip gain, which gives just under 1 to 2 risk reward. So unless you're happy with that one, if you're taking 1 to just under 1 to 2 risk reward, then you can go ahead and take a trade. Just my opinion that I would not personally take the trade just because of the pure for those reward perspective. Unless then we're gonna leave the trade and then run to potentially further down, then it's a different story. But for now, I can't really take that call because the price is not closed. Today's candle is not closed yet. Today's candle is not closed yet, and then if the price comes up in here and today and closes like this one, at least just a 10 in here, then that will be good for the short trade. So that's why I didn't want to wait for the today's candle to close. However, targeting this area where the price is sitting right now, so about 60.05 zone, the daily loss then will be good. So that's a good risk reward perspective. If you're happy with 1 to just under 1 to 2 risk reward, then you can do that. That's on your call. I can't really dictate. I'm just basically sharing my views on the market and what I think market potential might do. So I can't really make anyone to take any trade. So to recap, for today, the price comes up at 60.55. That will be the potential for the entry with about 30 pips stop loss. And for the target, it's going to be daily lows, roughly about 60.05. Let me just write it on right in here. The type sell. But for this one, I do look for the potential swing trades. Probably gonna be most likely gonna be either tomorrow, depending how the price, how the price gonna behave, and then I will be sharing that tomorrow. So sell and the entry. So entry is what's 60.55. So that entry with the stop loss as 30 pips, right? Yeah. 30 pips. Could do 25 pips, but 25 would be too tight. But let's give it 10. So 30 pips will be better give it that extra 5 pips, it might make a difference. And target on this one would be 0.6005, I believe it was 60.05. So, but personally, I will not be taking this trade even if it's set up. But it has to do it today, and it's a bit risky just in case the price will continue up. So that's your more like a personal choice in here. But yeah, I will not personally take this trade. And as I said, I do look for the potential swing on this one. But this is going to be setting up at the very earliest will be tomorrow, because I want to wait for this candle to close for the today's one. Okay, so that was the Nzdusd, and we have ideas. You're looking for the short British pounds against Australian line for time frame. I believe the pullback is over. Okay, let's have a look at the British pounds against Aussie. GBP British pound, the British pairs today. So I did what the British pounds, Swiss franc, so this British pounds against Australian. I might have similar picture as the British pounds against Swiss franc. Let's say GBP Audi. So looking for the long, no shorts, short, right? Yeah. So looking for the shorts. Okay, yeah, definitely shorts. Okay, it does looking good as of the daily time frames. However, okay, we do have these candles in here. This one, I don't like why does it put it this way. Okay, so this is nice. So it made it weighed nicely. So it has come down to this support level. Then put this ugly candle. So this is it has broken this level, but the way it looks like it's kind of resisting to drop. And put 1, 2, 3 to the 3 candles. This is like indecision candles. Let me have a look. Okay, this was good. Okay, so the price came up to this level. So I do believe, okay, we do have a lot of the nice resistance area. So so that was yesterday when the candle came up to this level. I do believe there's a lot of short orders came into this level, because a lot of traders would be taking short orders for this level. Looks like a good potential for the short. Okay, let's go to the short time frame. Let's go have a look at the 4-hourly time frame. See what we have in the 4-hourly time frame. Yeah, I did the pullback already. So that's one. Yeah, that's looking weak on the 4-hourly time frame. Okay, let's see. So the price is sitting on this was at 189.55. So that's the resistance zone. However, it's already tested 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th test already. So this is the 4th test of this low. It's every time it tested, it's kind of failing to break and leaving these spikes. So far so good for short. Okay. Yeah, this I would say is good for shorts. I'm just looking for what would be potential for the entry. The only ones I see. Oh, we already missed that one obviously. So the ones was the good target in here. That's done. And for the second potential for the entry, unless you win to just jump in straight away. But personally, I do not do that. I like to wait for that kind of level before I jump into the trade to get a better the better entry. So in this case, this is one. And to see this one as 199.55. Oh wow! So the price already tested this one. Okay, I can't really find the entry in here, because price already did the all the moves for the potential to get into this trade. I haven't really looked at the British pounds against Australian dollar before, so not before, but I mean today. But yeah, it already did most of the moves for the entry, so what would be potential for the entry for the next time? So we got, like, let's say we got the choice of we can wait for the potentially for the break of this level and just getting into the trade of the break. This one or the daily time frame. Just give me a few minutes now. Just have a proper look at it, because for the entry wise, I don't see a good entries for now. Don't see good ones. So I do see the target A700. Well, this comes, it doesn't well. 8805. That's 150 or so. Okay, let's go to 4-hour time frame. Yeah, it's a bit puzzling in here for the entry wise, but as of the trend towards downside is looking pretty good. Just we need to find that entry. Yeah, did that move as well? Yes, it did. Came up to pretty close to this another resistance up there, so it tested. In this case, I would the only thing I can see at the moment, which I can justify as of from my strategy point of view, is if the price comes down around about this level, potentially we're taking out these spikes down here. So we're looking about what 189.25 you will take. So I'm down to this level, and then the close on the 1 hour time frame, and then have a little retracement up to about this level, 189, around 189.50. Just a question if the price is going to do that or not. It does looking strong towards the downside, and maybe if the price comes down to this level, maybe it wants to continue to fall, then it might not have a retracement. However, the way I would have approached it, I would wait for the price to come down to about this level. For the nice bearish close, then we look for the retracement for potentially this level up here, which is around 189.50 zone. So if it comes down, will be about 25 pip retracement on that one. Just because we already missed that, we had the two opportunities to get onto the short trades. The one was yesterday, and the other one was I think today when the price came up to. I don't know what level it was, but probably was around after this level. We already missed the opportunities for the next one. The price has to do moves. So as I said, coming down to here, closing nicely, and then a retrace up to the first one will be these highs comes close with these lows as well. So that could be a potential for the entry. So that's what I would do as if you would ask my opinion. But as of the shorts, it's yeah, definitely justifiable. It's looking good for the short trade. As of the targets goes, targets. Yeah, this currency looks like it moves a lot as well. It has a quite wide dip range, so it looks like similar to like a euro against Aussie. They both have, and British pounds against Japanese. They both have the very good pip range on that. 88.25. So that could be the first target. Certainly not this one. 188.20 could be the first target. I think it's easily gonna make its way down to this low down here. So we can have this one as first target, and I will split this one. So first target here, and the second target down to potentially down to this area here at 18700 down to this level in here. So I'll split as two targets, one in here, one down here. So we have these two targets. Yeah, so that's my view on British pounds against Australian dollar in this case. So far it does looking good. Just the only thing I don't know, like these candles up here, but it's looking good towards the short side in here. So the pullback is over. So okay, I did answer that one. Let's jump into. So I did analyze New Zealand dollar against USD. I got okay euro against British pounds. So I'll be the opposite on this one actually, euro against GBP. Euro, GBP. Yeah, we'll probably complete opposite on this one. However, it does looking better on this case. So we can see yesterday we had this nice bullish candle up here. The price came up, tested these lows. Actually, it has not taken out. Yeah, it hasn't taken out this spike. It hasn't taken out spike, but it went way over than this closing high in here. So looking very strong. This bullish candle looking very good. And now it is in a pullback mode. So pullback. Let's go to the. Okay, I do see some potential on this one. Potentially, I just remember that I was analyzing this euro against British pounds for the about an hour ago. So it did look good for the swing. Okay, first let's see if there is any potential with day trade and go to the swing. So the price is tracing at the moment. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. That's what we have on a 1 hour time frame. Okay, the only thing when the price does this curve again, I do not like when I see these kind of curves. But it does looking good on the higher time frame. Looking for the potential where the price is going again. So this is like anticipate where the price might be heading. So far it's sitting on this 4 hour support in this level. So just whether it's going to break the support or not. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what we have to the daily time frame. 87, 10. I do see this daily low in here about 88.10, roughly at this level maybe. Okay, so what I see in here, the price, okay, this is a potential swing trade in here, potential swing trade on this one. So if the price retraces down to this level down here, we also have this spike high in here, that could be a potential for a swing trade. So roughly speaking, about 88.10, so roughly 20 pips. So it's 20 pips away from this level. So 88.10, and we can use, oh, the only problem with this one's gonna be a stop loss. So if we get to 88.10, no, that will be too far away. Not. Yeah, this one's gonna require 90 pips stop loss. Well, that's quite steep on that 80. And should I can use 88.10, 87.40. We can use about 70 pips stop loss on this one. We can use a 70 pips stop loss. The only concern is this, we do have these support levels down here. Okay, so for now, 70 pips, and let's see the target next. And we can justify taking 70 or 90. 90 pip will be a good one, but if you want to give it the tight, I don't like to keep myself quite tight, so because I'm pretty much obsessed with the risk rewards, because I know that makes me money at the end of the year or months, 3 months, depending how you count your P&L. So at this point, 89, we can target this one. So 89.80 would be the next. Okay, that's not good. 89.80. If you go to 88.10, 89.10, 108. So we're looking 170 pip gain with the 90 pips. Okay, not so good for me. 70 pips. Yes, it gives me under 1 to 3 rewards, so that's kind of suck. I might need to give it the extra weight. But I do see the potential if the price comes down at around 88.10, maybe we can go a bit further to 87.90, depending if it wants to take out this spike low. I'm going to be waiting for the price to take out this spike low, just because if the price comes down to this level, that gives me that extra 20 pips, which will give me the risk reward I want. So I'm going to be personally waiting for that the entry down to this level. But you can justify taking the 88.10. The target's going to be up to this level, 89 or 89.85, up to this high. So this is a swing, more like a swing trade than the day trade on this potential. But I do definitely see the swing potential on this one. The price just needs to retrace a bit more. Might not happen today. It could happen tomorrow. Actually, about 3 days. Depends. It could take about 2 candles. 3 unlikely, but another 2 candles it can take, depending how they can come down. So that's a good potential for swing trade on this one. So 88.10. Depending how it's going to come down, and then we would be looking at about 70 pips, 70 to 90 pips. But be mindful for the target. You do not want to have too much more than 90 pips, because that would be the risk reward is going to be not as good. For the risk reward, it's going to be at 89.85. The other thing is, the one thing I can see that could be that small day trading here. So let me have a look. That's what I was looking for. The okay, it does look like it wants to push lower, because it's pushing this candle down, and it's only 10 minutes away before this candle is closed. Okay, so now it's gonna push and close as a doji most likely. So it's gonna. Okay, this one does. So we can target the 88.10 or 87.90 area. So more like 88.10. I would not want to, as the day trades, maybe don't want to take so much. 88.10, that's at 20 pips. Just under 20 pips. Okay, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work on the short-term trading. Okay, now it's not good for the day trade. The pip range is pretty very tight, so it's only around 15 or 20 pips away. And also the other reason is because the price left this 1 hourly candle, so this one here, it doesn't look pretty good, and it's only 9 minutes away before it's gonna close. So probably gonna maybe push it further down, and that's cause with this tail, and the price already tested. So technically, we can say that we missed the opportunity, but yeah, it happens. You do miss out trade as well, but for now, it doesn't look in for the good. I'm not gonna like the levels of the swing trade yet, so I do want to see what the price is gonna do. So this is more like a waiting. I might share it on Instagram. I do start putting the trades, what I see for the potential for the trades. The first one was, I think yesterday I already write the US dollar against Japanese yen on my Instagram page, Instagram account. And for this one, I do see the potential for the long side play for the euro against British pounds. Does looking good, but bit more observation in here and waiting for the price, how the price can come down, and if it's gonna potentially maybe even I was gonna take out this spike low. So that would be for the euro against British pounds. I think I analyzed on my 3 currencies +2. Yes, I did analyze for the. Dia said, "Thank you, George." Thanks, George. Yeah, anytime, Dia, that's not a problem. So we do have over half an hour, about 35 minutes. So if you got any questions, shoot on the chat box, and I will be analyzing them once I've seen the charts. Well, generally, I was actually fishing around the on the YouTube, what the other YouTubers, the trader YouTubers, doing around the YouTube, and what kind of services they provide. Basically, what I'm sharing here is most of them at least, they charge money for that signals where I just shared. So, but I might do it, but I still will be delivering some free content as well. But for now, I don't think I don't want to charge anyone anything for now. So yeah, but yeah, I did show a lot of YouTubers, and some of them are very not legit as well. And the one thing is as well, when I read, so first I do watch it, and it's very easy for me to spot when someone is saying just to filter around the nonsense. So I'm filtering my language right now. And yeah, the other thing is when I read the comments, and some people actually saying that that's a great content, and I'm just like, it's not. And then obviously there are new traders, and these guys, they do take advantage from the new traders, and they're charging some money. I know it's not as much, depending how much the different sort of gurus, they charge a different way, but yeah, some of them are very bad. So yeah. So Sa is saying, "Thank you, George. No problem for responding Swiss franc. Good. So can you do? So I'm asking, can you do Australian against Canada? Buy it. Need help for that. Okay, Australian dollar against Canada. Let's have a look at the Australian dollar against Canada. The cat. Just one thing I will ask is to like this video, because it does really helps my channel to grow. So that will be only sort of the request from me, which is free for you. So I think it would be fair to ask for the video if you find it, especially if you find it helpful. And yeah, I do ask you to like this video, because it does helps to support me and my channel to grow. Okay, so that will be buy it 90 and 98. Okay, 98. Okay, so buy it 9. Yeah, I get it correct. So buying it at 1998, and I need help for the take profit. Okay, so I need help for the take profit. Okay, 1998, and stuff for this. 19. Okay, take profit on this one. Okay, so you bought it 1998, and it's up a bit further. Ooh, well, it's pretty much. It looks like the price is kind of topping out. The way it looks like now, just looking at these candles. Okay, let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame, see what it's doing on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Yeah, so price was pushing up, and it's making this kind of choppy range. Now it's sitting on a choppy range on the as well as daily and 4-hour time frame. So there's one only. Okay. But the way it looks like at the moment, because it's the prices come up with this low cluster, so this is a very strong resistance up here, and also this one, so the price already tested once and it came out. It did already multiple testing here. However, every time it comes up, it does fails to first to break that area. So it looks like the way it looks like at the moment is maybe the price might reverse and shoot down. However, okay, let's go to the weekly time frame. See what we'll do. Okay, so this is a weekly. Yeah, this one is a very strong resistance. It does have this weekly as well, as I suspected. 91.85. So your stop loss is at 98.30. Okay, so you entered that at 90.98. So you notice the loss. So 90.98. And your stop loss is 98.32. Probably, I think you made a mistake. Probably in here 90.32. It can be 800 pips. So it will be probably 90.89. Is that correct? Is your stop loss correct or your entry? I'm not sure because it's a very big difference between these two numbers. So 90.98 and 98.32. So this was just to figure out your the risk rewards wise on it's probably entry correct because 90. Yeah, should entry will be correct. Yeah, no, it's 91. Yeah, we can't really justify moving the. Yeah, as of the your trade is very close to that strong resistance area, so it's either two choices in or the two potential outcomes. The price either will break it, but just the way it looks like in here, and we do have this strong resistance, and the way price is behaving in here, it looks like the price is topping out and potentially probably gonna shoot down. Or the other outcome is that the price maybe will go higher. So just if I would wait personally, then I would target 90. I'll target most likely that weekly high. Just let me have a look at the daily time frames. 91.90. Could be another potential here. Go to weekly. Yeah, in this case, if I would have bought that area, then I would have targeted the 91.95 in this as the target goes 90, so 91.95, which is up to this level. However, as I said earlier, the price, the way it looks like is the price is most likely maybe wants to top out, so it's just kind of curving already, and on a short time frame, it does looking like that the price will turn around. But obviously, it's a probability, so it is could be that the price will break that level and continue to at least up to this level. We do have it's very strong resistance, so it might. Yeah, so as the target wise, I would have hold the trade up to this 91.95, but yeah, just sitting on a strong resistance. So that would be my view on that one. Yeah, candles. Okay, so that will be a view on. So we do have still just under half an hour, guys. So shoot the questions. I'll give it about 5 minutes. So if I don't see any questions, then I will be signing out after that. Yeah, I don't understand. It looks like the internet is still lagging. It does freezes out on my screen, which is quite annoying. So I do. Yeah, I do see that it could be annoying for a lot of viewers. I know that I do find it annoying when I do see when the screen is just freeze and yeah, it's can miss up the sense what the creator is saying something. So yeah, I don't understand that. Okay, 98.32. Okay, so it's 98.32 just today. Okay, so thank you. No problems. Ish. Good. Okay, so as I said, we do have about just under half an hour. So if I don't see any more questions or any requests, then I will be signing out in about next 5 minutes if I don't see any more. But we do have about 25 minutes to go in our reserve. So I did analyze 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, news. The news. Thanks for my analysis. This is I did forget. The things I do look at it just before I take the trades, but then on the live stream it seems to I forget always on the live stream. So as of the news-wise, we have the New Zealand, which is already out of the way, and for today we do have at 2 p.m. UK time. We have Fed, so policy speech. Yeah, that can create volatility depending what the speech gonna be about. So how the speech is gonna go. So if you don't say nothing crazy about the economy or something major, then you should fund. But you never know this when the speeches are coming out and speakers are coming out and saying something, and especially when the reporters asking questions, they might, depending on what's the speaker like, you might create some volatility. So just approach with caution. It's still about good 5 hours away for this news to be out, so we do have a decent amount of time before that news is out. So we do have, but keep in mind that we do have that news. On the New Zealand side, we have the cover speech. So it's RBN. It's another speaker as well. Well, it's 2 speakers today. So this New Zealand one is too far away. So still at 9 at UK time. So it's quite late on that one. I generally stop trading. Not stop trading, but I generally tend to not trade after 4 p.m. So generally the volatility momentum dies down. So unless I do see opportunity, good opportunity, then I'll trade. But generally, I find it that after 4 p.m. it's just the momentum's kind of wane, and that's where all the everyone kind of already put the trades. That's why the morning is the best time to trade, where a lot of traders and back and all that, they putting all the trades in the morning, and then they're gonna see if they're gonna work out over the past the day, and then generally at the end of the half of the day, like after 4 p.m. it's kind of dies down unless the trading the Asian session opens. It opens Asian sessions late for the for UK, but yeah, I generally tend to trade early morning up until 4 p.m. UK time. And Thursday we do have Australian, or we don't have Australian for that tomorrow early in the morning. So yeah, so far 2 p.m. Today, that's a key news out today's switches. So far no questions asked yet, so I'll give it about 3 minutes and then I will be signing out if I don't see anything. And yeah, if you like this video, please guys disregard the internet there's a link. So other than that, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like. That shows me a support and it really helps my channel to grow as well. I guess. Okay, so I think I mentioned all the things I wanted to mention. So yeah. So I give it about 2 minutes. See what we have. Oh, the So I'll use that 2 minutes to advertise myself in that case then. So if you're new to this channel, I do this live daily Forex analysis Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. UK time, as well as I do upload the weekly Forex analysis over the weekend and the videos about the knowledge you need to improve to be better at trading and help you with your mindset. Actually, also I'm recording the one of the videos today. It's about what was the title? I can't remember what was the title. I got written down the 5 things you should not do if you want to be successful to make money in Forex trading. So I'll be uploading this video most likely, I don't think today, but somewhere on this week, so stay tuned on that. And then I will be following more videos about mindset because this is very important. So I started already getting onto that today. So generally I used to do my last, so a few weeks back I used to do that videos, but I was doing on a scripted, so you probably noticed when I was on my speaking that it's like from the script. I was reading from the script, so I do write the script and then I was reading. But when I looked at my videos, I find that I sound like a kind of robot in there, so I quite didn't like it. So it doesn't come on very authentic. So I thought I'm gonna just freestyle it on today. So this is kind of like a bit new for me, apart from the light of trading. But It's a bit different when you're looking on the camera and you're recording rather than when you are live streaming. So it does have differences. I'm trying that today. So far so good. We have 4 more things to mention. I already recorded the sort of a quarter of that video, so hopefully I will get that video out maybe in the next couple days. So yeah. Okay guys, so I don't see any more questions, so I'll be signing out, but you will see me again tomorrow at 8 a.m. UK time. So I will be here tomorrow, and we do have up until Friday, so every Monday to Friday I am here at 8 a.m. UK time. So thank you guys for your support and for your messages. It was a good interaction. And again, if you find it helpful, please give it a like. It really helps my channel to support. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe. I do upload a lot of good videos, and there's going to be a lot more content in the future. Thanks for my lovely assistant. She really helps me to catch up with all the questions, and especially the news, because I always forget the news to mention the news on live trading. So okay guys, I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. UK time. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Signing. Okay, my laptop is stalling.